Hello again. Well, I'm actually back in Delhi and doing these recordings and posting because I haven't been able to get good enough internet until now. But this was the sunset on day 5 of our trip, which is the 17th of October in Mandawa. It was a beautiful hotel made in the conventional mud and straw and dung sort of style with these lovely paintings. Big wooden door, that was the door to my room, which was a fairy tale room. Something out of Arabian Princess. Beautiful pool and a resident peacock. The next morning we went into Mandawa and saw this hotel Mandawa Haveli. A Haveli is a big house and this one's been converted into a hotel. Beautifully ornate, lovely furniture, original paintings on the walls. One of the common stalls was shoes and thongs made from camel leather. These were the offerings in the Hindu temple. Of course, the donkey on the street, mostly Jesus donkeys with the stripes on their backs. This donkey and man are going around collecting up the rubbish as everyone cleans up for Diwali. These towers represent where there is a well, so you can see them when you're in the desert. This is a rooftop restaurant where we had lunch in Mandawa. Beautiful food as always. Motorbikes will carry everything, including cooking gear. This fellow was making sweets from a rice flour batter that's deep fried and then soaked in ghee with saffron and sugar in it. Very sweet. Apparently a lot of the Indians have diabetes and it's no wonder, they like their sweets. The usual standard of electrical safety applies across most of India. Fresh fruit and veggies. And I noticed there's lots of hairdressers around. They seem to be very proud of their hair. The holy cow having a drink. This is one of the Havelis. It's very ornate and decorated. There are a number of them in Mandawa, but some of them have been abandoned. Apparently Mandawa used to be on the Silk Route, and to try and encourage business, the people would decorate their houses. This is the Mandawa Palace where we went to the restaurant for dinner that night. These are my friends Dan and Susan from San Francisco. Carl and his mum Karen from South Africa. And of course our fearless intrepid leader Yadu. Day 7 we travelled on through the Thar desert to the town of Bikaner, but on the way we went to the 600-year-old Kani Mata temple for the Hindu goddess Durga. It's believed she came back as a rat, and so rats are considered holy in this palace, and they're everywhere, just hanging around. They're well fed. The pilgrims bring food to feed the rats and fill up with milk, so they're pretty dopey because there's not much they have to do. They're not terribly healthy looking specimens, mind you. They're just hanging around. This was a machine that crushed sugarcane to put sweeteners in drinks. People indulging in their favourite Indian pastime, sleeping. And of course, there's always a dog. And here's my friends with our daily occurrence of the water stop, always looking for water. In Bikaner we went to the Janaga fort, built in the late 1500s. Again another very impressive structure with its red sandstone and ornate carvings. Huge tall gates so that you could fit through on an elephant. Beautifully decorated. Here you can see some of the original painting with actual gold. And looking down to the palace gardens or the fort gardens. The ritual also involved the 10 rupee for the toilet paper, which could be toilet paper or serviette. And that evening we went to a farm for a farm dinner and we got dressed up as Maharajas and Maharanis. This was one of the local women that did dancing for us and also tried to get us up and dance. It was a good evening with the local people. One thing I didn't see much of was lizards. This was a gecko that I did see though. This sign, switch off the refrigerator if it disturbs you. Well, it did disturb me that night, so I did turn it off. But boy, did I wake up to a big puddle the next day that I had to clean up. Never mind, I slept well. Lots of bougainvilleas of all different colours.